Welcome back to Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Anime Review, episode number 4. This is reviewing the 5th episode of the series, which is Burnedead, an Unpopular Classmate. This episode adapts from chapters 10 through 12, and basically with our next episode, which airs this coming week, it is the last episode of this particular arc. And there is something else also. The fact also, I found out just a couple days ago that for Dr. Stone this week will be the last episode for this cur of Dr. I didn't know we were going to split the season up. But yeah, after this week, it'll be over Dr. Stone until October. So yeah, Thursdays be free. Yep, Thursdays be free. So in the case of this episode, what happens this one? Well, this episode is noteworthy for a debut of the character named Dot, a redheaded punk, whose introduction is actually earlier in the anime than it was in the manga. Well, kind of. We see him show up, he beats up a bunch of guys because they dare bump into him, so he calls them side characters and he's the main character of the story. And that's simply to it. That's one major change they made to him. Other few other changes they made here, which this actually is the first episode that made changes because mostly put at this point, they've been pretty faithful to the manga at this point in time. Here they just basically adding stuff. They've not actually made any major changes per se, just adding stuff. So next we have Mosh and his roommate where, oh, it's a nice chill day, and we were like, oh crap, we forgot to do our homework. And lucky enough that Lance does show up. Now this is a minor change here, because he first, oh yeah, it's a lolly guy. And he says, no, I'm the guy, I have a sister complex, not lolly complex. It's a minor change. I don't think anybody who reads the manga would have an issue with that, because that plays up from the last episode. And the fact that he beat him in a no contest duel, went no contest, well actually to a draw, over a silver coin. So they needed to do a potion jam. So of course this is also another change here with this one. Yes, another change. So this is where he takes a Mordred. Interesting. Yes, if you're curious though, this is the same species pops up in Harry Potter. Yes, except that these creatures in that movie were they just pull out this one plant and just basically put another plant, because these things are very loud, and they had to basically put these earmuffs, very screeching, and they basically just buried them in new soil, and that's it. Here they have to basically cast a spell on them to make them go to sleep, just so they can chop them up and make it into a potion. You see, chop up, slice, cook on actual a modern day oven, and make it a potion. Mosh, meanwhile, this is quite hilarious. Now they show there too, of course, if his roommate basically him was asleep. And eventually does, and Mosh sees to just slap the creature. It gets so freaking big. Well, in the book, he just backhands him and goes to sleep. It's like, you can't do that. And when he chops up, it's like, oh, it's so simple. Chop up, put in the thing, cook some spice, voila, potion. Him turns into freaking cream puffs. And he just, wow, these things taste good. Yep, and then we have this dorm, but basically, oh, I forgot to mention though, the episode start was completely original. They gave a description of the 3 dorms. Yes, the 3 dorms, which I thought that was a very interesting idea. You have Aldor, which is basically where Mashle is also Orca, which, okay, they mentioned courage and conviction for Aldor, wisdom, willingness, Orca, ability and ambition inside the Lang. Lang, oh boy, it seems like your dorm is kind of like the Slytherin dorm, where it seems like a cult-like atmosphere, and they're just getting coins. And then they have the actual the dorm competition, where Dot introduces himself to everybody, and he's like, I'm a main character, you're a side character. And then, of course, basically, Lemon shows up, basically gushing over Mosh. He's like so jealous, and then we have our villain of the episode show up, this jerk. His name is Silva Iron. Yeah. He shows up here in episode 5. Yeah, apparently he's a delinquent who's been held back. So basically, Mosh gets hit by his looks like granite power. He makes it look like granite, and like, oh my, he's basically upset with him over not because like he's mad at him for hitting him. No, he's where his criminal gets smushed. Yep. So then, of course, they're in the maze, they're in the forest, and they have to capture these scorpions. Okay, they surprisingly know about scorpions. Episode, not that I see, anyways. So then, of course, basically we see this guy who's accosting this silver hair girl, who turns out her name is Lauren, and she's on the run from the guy from, well, the same last name. Well, basically in the way, her name is Lauren Kabashi. Yeah, it turns out she's a bit of a... And for some reason, I have no idea why this is. Apparently, now in the manga, she just ignores Dot and goes straight to Mosh. In the anime, she basically just, well, touches him, and he gets very nervous. And then, of course, basically saves her from, or more of a granite attack. And then, of course, well... Then basically because basically Silva shows up, he hits basically Dot in the chest with his thing, and well, Mosh's cream puff gets knocked out of his hand, and that's not good for him because basically he's gonna get his crap beat. He's gonna get crap beat at him next episode, which is basically gonna be the finale for this arc. Yeah, and that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. It's just pretty good. I'm definitely enjoying this arc I'm definitely enjoying this series so far. Now, I'm really hoping that eventually they decide to, release more episodes dubbed because I would have because we look at the Crunchyroll website, like it says basically dub up until like episode number 8 right now. Anyways, yes, episode 8. The 6.5 episode has not been dubbed because apparently it's mostly a clip show. I'll probably watch it a little bit later, but yeah. The problem with Crunchyroll is that they released the dub for English after they released the other dubs, which is strange for this series. Yeah. But as of right now, the only episode 11 right now. Well, it's released so far anyway. So it's released really soon. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, particular review, because I've been just thoroughly enjoying the series so far. Now, I don't know when the season's supposed to end. I have no idea. So that's good. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So next up is 2 comic corners, and it's on the case close. The first comic corner is trades that I'm regrettably going to talk about. Okay, next view. Bye.